Hello aspirants, welcome to the channel Safa's Center for Learning. In the last episode, we discussed prehistorical period of the India. So in that period, we discussed about like how the history is divided, like prehistory, proto-history and history. And the sources of history also we discussed, like from the Indian literature, from the foreign literature, we discussed about the different authors, Megasthenes and the Ptolemy, Fahian, Huansang. We discussed all this in the last class, and we also discussed about the prehistorical findings from the Bhimbetka. You can see the paintings from Mirzapur. You can see the goats and sheep domesticating. In Hastinapur, we see that wild sugar cane, and I've shown you some maps also to find out where these findings are located. And after that, we discussed about the Paleolithic age, Mesolithic age, Neolithic age and Chalcolithic age, and the time periods and the artifacts they used. In the Paleolithic age, they used the hand axes, clave, something like that. In the Mesolithic age, they used the microliths. It's very important. In the Neolithic age, they used the more polished tools than the Mesolithic and Paleolithic age. In the Chalcolithic age, they used first metal, that is copper, and they developed the artifacts using the copper also. Sites, we already discussed about the sites also, where these artifacts are found, where these evidences are found. Okay, and we discussed about the economic conditions of that people, Paleolithic people, Neolithic people, Mesolithic people and Chalcolithic people, how they are and everything, how they went from the food gathering people to the domesticated people or the food producer people. Next, social aspects also we discussed about. Division of gender is available over here, and animal domestication also over there. Division of labor based on sex and age, infant mortality, and there is a beginning of social inequalities also there. This is all the pre-cap of what we discussed in the last episode of the prehistorical period. Now, today we are discussing about the salient features of Indus Valley civilization. It is clearly mentioned in the document of APPSC Group 1 and Group 2. So, salient features of the Indus Valley civilization. So, we're going to discuss about this topic. Let's move on to that. So, salient features of Indus Valley civilization. In that, we'll start with the topics to be covered. What are the topics to be covered? Classification of Harappan civilization. Introduction about all three phases of IVC, Indus Valley civilization. Mature Harappan phase and salient features of Indus Valley civilization. Harappan imports. Decline of Indus Valley civilization. And the famous Harappan sites and their specialty. It's very important in terms of what? Exam point of view. Okay, next let's discuss. So Harappan civilization was the first urban civilization in India. Not in India, sorry, in South Asia. It is the first urban civilization in South Asia. Remember, it is the first urban civilization in South Asia, and it is a contemporary to the Mesopotamia and Egypt also. Okay, so it is also called the Indus Valley civilization because the most of the sites found in the river Indus, besides, as I said it in the last class, where the water is there, where the civilization will be there. What is the lifeline for the civilization? That's how this Indus Valley civilization has developed. Okay, so Harappa is the first archaeological site to be discovered, so that the name gave to Harappan civilization. Okay, major settlements are also found in the river Gagar and Hakra near to that. Now this is very important. Classification of Harappan civilization. Indus Valley civilization from 3300 to 1300 BCE. So we divided this Indus Valley civilization into three phases. One is early phase from 3300 to 2600 BCE, mature phase and the late phase. Okay, so early phase, I'm gonna show you that how the early phase is there and how the mature phase is there, how the late phase is there through their distribution from the maps. Okay, just wait for a few minutes, I'll show it to you. So early phase is Early sites of Indus Valley civilizations are Padri in Gujarat, Kalibangan, very very important site of early phase where you can find the dockyards or the dead bodies of the people. So these are the evidences for there has been a civilization over there and the religious purpose of religious habits of those people. Dhalavira, it is also in Gujarat, Harappa in Pakistan, Balakot, Amri, and Kodizli and Gumla. So mature phase, if you see that this is very important phase, all the salient features, whatever we're gonna learn it, most of the salient features comes from this mature phase only because it is occupied over the 8 lakh square kilometers. Okay, in the north it is till Jammu, in the west it occupied to Suktak General, it is in Balochistan, in the east it is in Alamgirpur, and the south it is in South Gujarat, Malwan. Okay, so the latter phase is not that much important for the exam point of view, so it is, we call it as a decline phase of Harappan phase. So number of sites of the Indus Valley civilization also declined in this phase. Okay, let's discuss about the mature Harappan phase and salient features of the Indus Valley civilization. The first and foremost thing is town planning. Very very important. Town planning. Why town planning is very important? Because they are the urban phase. Mature urban phase is starting of the urban phase of Indus Valley civilization. Okay. So let's discuss about the salient features of town planning. So they divided town into two parts. One is a, let me draw for you. So one is a upper citadel and the lower citadel. Okay, upper citadel and lower citadel. Upper citadel is mainly for where your rich people are lived and they live over there. In the lower citadel, mainly poor people, middle class people. Okay, so they form the grid pattern. Grid pattern means like this. Okay, they also form the grid patterns and they use the burnt bricks. Burnt bricks means already burnt. So 1:2:4 with a ratio. 1:2:4 with a ratio. That means length, breadth, and height. There's a burnt brick, lamp post at every interval. They had an excellent drainage system. They had what? Excellent drainage system. Very very important. They had excellent drainage system, and that drainage system is made up of what? Mortar, lime, and gypsum. Okay, and the houses are often 2 or more stories. Not only 1 story, 2 or more stories. No window face the streets. That means whatever the streets are there, whatever the houses are there, they are constructed in such a way that that window is not faced to the street. Okay, that is what it means. Very good. That's about the town planning. Let's discuss about the society. Society is mainly urban society. Society is mainly urban society, and the most of the people are middle class, from the middle classes only. So if you see this, there is a social stratification in that society, because there you can see that urban society and the middle classes. Okay, these two people we can see it in the same places, the upper citadel, lower citadel. Okay, ruled and rich merchants and poor laborers lived in the lower city. Okay, that is what the society all is about. People of Indus were beauty and hairstyle conscious. Means they're always very conscious about the beauty and hairstyle conscious. Specifically, if I am talking about the women use many beauty things like lipsticks, like a powder types, talcum powder. They use this type of things. Hairstyle also, they use a different type of hairstyles. You can see dancing girl, you can see a lot of figurines in artifacts which are found in the Harappan and Mohenjo-daro. So this tells about they are very much hairstyle conscious. Very good. Next, as I said that, see, jewelry, gold, silver, including the necklaces, bracelets, pendants, earrings, brooches, all these things. Copper, bronze, silver, gold were metals known by them, but iron was not. Remember, iron was not. Okay. They know copper, bronze, silver, gold, but iron was not. They don't know iron. They are good at metallurgy and producing alloys also. They are good at metallurgy and producing alloys. What is alloys? Alloys is a combination of 2 or more metals. That's it. Okay. Like you can see the bronze, tin, all these things comes under that. Next. So these people are also own the garments of cotton and wool. If I'm saying this, that means they are the first people who produce the cotton. What? They are the first people who produce the cotton. And their script was pictographic and burst of redan. What does that means? They're gonna write it from the right to left like this, and they do like this. Okay, they start from right to left and they again left to right in alternative lines. This is what the burst of redan script means. This script has not been deciphered yet. It means it is not able to read. The deciphered means not able to read or not able to find out what is there in that script. Okay, very good. Next, economy. Let's talk about the economy. They have a flourishing trade. They have flourishing trade. They have a trade relationship with the Mesopotamian and Persian civilization. So that means we can see that from the Middle East country to Asian countries, we can see the trade. Okay, and the seals. They are very important seals, like they are very much significant. Seals are like from the to trade, okay, and to tell the significance of that king or whoever ruling over there. Okay, the standard Harappan civilization, the standard Harappan seal was square, oblate plate, and statite. The statite is the stone which is used to make a seal. So they are like a square shape, okay, and oblong plaque, something like this. Okay, no money in circulation and trade was conducted by means of barter. Barter system means if you give something, they'll give something. That's it, barter. Okay, bullock is used for the internal trade mainly, and unicorn seals in Mohenjo-daro. You can see the 3-cylinder seals of the Mesopotamian also. Lothal button seal also found in the Lothal. And it is very important. Bead making factories you can find it in the where bead making factories Chodar and Lothal. Very very important. Where we see they'll give you questions. Bead making factories of Indus Valley civilization found at. They'll give you option Chandaro, Kalibangan, Lothal, Mohenjo-daro. You need to find out the option. Okay, and the dockyard also very important. So in the dockyard means it is a seaport. We can find it in the Rangapur and Somnath Balakot. Okay, so they use the standard measure systems. Okay, they use what? Standard measure systems. That means if you want to give something, you have to measure it. It's like how much we are giving and everything. So they use the standard system we call the binary system. They used what? Binary system. They used binary. What is binary system? Binary system is the lower denominations like 1, 2, 6, 8, like this. Okay. So there has been a founds like discards at Mohenjo-daro. We found it a shell scale which is used to find out the angles, measure the angles, and in Saurashtra also we found the ivory scale in Lothal. Okay, these are all about the economic conditions of that people. Let's talk about the religion. Religion is very much important. They are very secular in nature. That means we can see a lot of many more deities. They practice the idolatry. Okay, they practice idolatry. That means they practice the mother goddess Pasupati and Mahadeva and proto Shivalingam Yoni worship, for the cult of fertility. People trees, humped bull, birds also they worship. And you can see there are fire altars. That means of Peats and Kalibangan and Lothal. I already discussed about it. The Kalibangan is very important site of Indus Valley civilization and Lothal also. Remember, in the Kalibangan you can see the fire altars. Okay. Pasupati Mahadeva seal is surrounded by the elephant, tiger, rhino. Okay. At Lothal, this is very important. I'm going to mark it this one so that you can remember for longer time. So at Lothal, they found the male and female skeletons together. Male and female skeletons has been discovered together. It's very important. Agriculture. Let's talk about agriculture. They are the first people who produce what? Cotton. Okay. They are the first people who produce the cotton. And the wheat, barley, peas, sesame, mustard, grown molluscs were an important protein-rich food element. They domesticated the animals also, okay, on a large scale. But a horse was not a regular for them. Okay, horse was not a regular for them. They know the wooden floors at Kalibangan. Also, we found it the wooden floors remnants. The remains of the horses we can find at Surkota. Surkota, it is in Gujarat. Okay, it is very important. Remains of the so that's it. So these are all the salient features of Indus Valley civilization. So I'll give you this PDF if it's possible in the link below. So just look at it once. In the next class we'll discuss about what are the Harappan imports and what are the, like, I'll show you some pictures also. I'll show you some pictures of how the Harappan phase is declined by one. So next class we discuss about the Harappan imports, decline of Indus Valley civilization, and the famous Harappan sites and their speciality. Thank you very much for watching us. Keep learning, keep watching. Thank you.